talking about our office, some financial goals, budgeting, credit cards, and student loans. The mission of our office is to improve the financial lives of individuals and the advice they receive. So basically it's a one-on-one counseling appointment with you and students like yourself. So it's really comfortable setting. We can talk to you about pretty much anything. You just send us an email and we can do a little research if need be and kind of talk to you about the topic. So
yeah, some of the things we offer is budgeting, credit and debt repayment plans that we can go over with you with, especially with like student loans. A lot of people have questions, especially their senior year, about student loans and how they're going to repay them, or how long it's going to take, or how much interest they're going to get charged. And then we do offer a program called VITA during the spring semester. We'll do your taxes for free. So definitely, we'll talk about that a little more. It's definitely something you guys might want to take advantage of.
So kind of like we said before, it's 100% confidential. We're not going to go talk to anyone about the things that we talked about in our meetings. It's free to all Mizzou students, which is really nice. And we're also starting a new thing where it's free to MU teachers as well. So that's cool. And this is our website. So if you want to go on there, check us out.
Is that faculty and staff, or just faculty?
Faculty and staff. It's
Cool.
new. It's a new program that we're starting. So do you know if it started yet or?
No, I don't think it's started yet. But,
Yeah, I think next
they're
semester is
still
when we're
working on
starting.
it.
So
Awesome.
yeah. So like Donald said, we do free tax preparation, which some of you might not even do your own taxes right now, so you might not think you're eligible or need to know about this information, but it's really cool just to learn about it for the future, and it's free, so yeah. Like yourself, we're kind of hidden too. We are right next to you guys. We're in Stanley. Room 61, it's in the basement, so. Alright, we just have some random questions in here. Why should this whole topic matter to you? What percentage of students do you guys think drop out of school due to debt and or financial pressures? What do you guys think?
Anybody?
Maybe 5% for the second question.
5%?
I was thinking 7.
Some say 7. Some say 5. Alright. It is 7%. So, one thing that kind of take out from this is, one reason why we're here is that finances cause a lot of stress. It's one of the number one stresses, or one of the number one causes of stress in the United States. And it can cause a lot of problems. That's why we're here to help you. You can come see us, come talk about a lot of problems, help relieve some of that stress. And then, like I said, 7%. Usually this is, before we can even help you, like you're dealing with all this stress, you need to come see us as soon as you can when you start feeling it.
Also, money is known as like the number one thing why divorces happen. So if you get it under control now, hopefully it'll help you with your future lives. But money is handled differently in every family. So if you guys feel comfortable enough discussing kind of how you guys did it at your own house, or yeah.
You didn't get things that you didn't absolutely positively need in our house. Like it wasn't a whole, we're gonna just buy this and buy this. Like it was very frugal spending.
Great.
Very tight.
How many people talk to their parents about money and how they take care of it? Not a lot. That's pretty common. So, but I mean, one way to learn how to handle money is through your parents, though, even just by observing them.
So this is just something to kind of think about. What is financial success to you? What are some of your financial goals? I think it's kind of important to kind of write out like a lifetime, like little schedule of maybe where you want to be, where you are, what you see for the future. I don't know, that's helped me kind of stay on track with my finances. So if you want to go to spring break, how are you going to get there? What are you going to do monthly, annually to spend? Something to think about. We read a book in one of our classes called The Millionaire Next Door, and it's not about how to become a millionaire per se, but it's just kind of tips and information that you can get in order to be successful. I really liked it. I don't know if you have any things to say about it.
I just like to ask the question, how do you think a millionaire became a millionaire? Does anyone have any ideas? Like,
They inherited it.
Yeah.
well, inherited back maybe like 50 years ago, a lot, like 90% of it was inheritance, but now it's mainly controlling your money. Here's a quote for you. Millionaires became millionaires by budgeting and controlling expenses, and they maintained their affluent status the same way. So they had a salary job, and they worked for this million. To become a millionaire, they worked for it hard, and they controlled their money, and they made sure they weren't overspending. So that's something to think about.
Also, white male privilege.
What's that?
White male privilege.
I don't know.
Yeah. We're just basically saying that it's not impossible to become a millionaire. It's something that you can do if you follow some like really basic steps. So budgeting. Why is it important? What does it allow you to do? You can reach your goals. You can see where you're spending in high places. Maybe you're spending a lot on going out to eat. It says where your money is going, and it allows you to save and relieve some stress. So it really can help you not just with, I feel like it transfers over, money topics transfer over into all aspects of your life. So if you just kind of get a handle on it here, then it can help you with other things. So if you don't budget, you can have no savings. You might overdraft, bounce checks. You don't know where your money went. All of a sudden you're seeing that there's no money in your account. Or you can even have late payments. Okay, so there's several different ways that you can track how you're spending your money. I don't know how many of you taken like business classes or whatever it may be, but putting down like your income, what you're getting in, and then subtracting out what you're spending, so your expenses. So it's kind of just like normal addition. You know, you have a sum and you're subtracting out what you're spending. So there's things that are fixed expenses, which are things like rent. You know, every month you're going to be paying a certain amount. And then there's variable expenses, which is like gas and clothes and groceries, which are going to vary from month to month. Okay, so this is kind of pointless. Everyone knows this. You add if you have a negative number. What can you do?
So you don't have any ideas? There's two possibilities here on what you could do if you have a negative number when you're doing a budget.
Cut your spending.
Yep.
All right, decrease expenses or increase income. All right. Some people like, especially I know some of the people that have come and seen us, they run into problems where they have so much debt or they can't afford school anymore and they have to cut back on hours. Just to get that second job to be able to afford going to school for maybe 9 or 6 hours. You know, it happens, but you know, you have to prioritize, and sometimes getting that second job is worth it.
Okay. Here's some ways we've thought about to keep track of your spending. You can use softwares. There's programs out there that will help you do it. There's also some easier methods, just writing it down in a notebook. So just writing down, you know, I spent $6 at ingredient or whatever it may be. I really like the envelope system, which is you take an envelope and you put in like $50 and you say you write clothing on it. So once you're done that month with that $50, you can't spend any more money on clothing for that month. Unless you want to take it out of your grocery envelope. So then you're spending less on groceries and more on clothing that month. But like basically you're setting aside a certain amount of money that month that you're going to spend on expenses. So whatever's in the envelope, when it's all gone, you can't spend anymore. It's kind of a cool method. I don't know, it's something different.
How many people actually budget? Do you guys keep track of your receipts? You got one? You got a couple? All right. So that's a great start. Even if you don't like put them in a software program or follow any of these programs, it's a great idea just to keep track of where your money's going, and then you can understand, you know, either where that negative number's coming from when you do your budget, or actually have money to save.
Okay, so So there's going to be emergencies that come up. I mean, my computer just broke, and I'm like, all right, so these are things that you need to plan for. You don't know when your car is going to get down, and your parents aren't going to give you the money to get your car repaired. So we have said that it's kind of a goal to have $1,000 saved away for expenses. That's kind of a lot. So just start, basically, is what we're saying. Have a savings account for those necessary things that you don't know when it's going to happen.